Hey y'all, this is the same day. That's why I got on the same outfit as the other day when I posted. But I put on a different apron so I know what in the world I was doing and what dish I was making for y'all. Tonight, I am supposed to go to a salad supper. You can bring any kind of salad you want to bring. But since I'm freezing and it's cold outside, I don't want any lettuce and that kind of stuff. I want something warm, so I'm going to make a warm potato salad to carry. That's what I'm going to do. And when I say warm potato salad, I don't mean that I make the potato salad and then put it like in the oven and cook it. That's not what I mean. I mean that I make it, I boil my potatoes and I make it, and everything in it is still hot. I stir it up real quick and I walk out the door with it. That's what I mean. In other words, fresh made. It hasn't been in the refrigerator. That's my favorite kind of way to eat a potato salad. What about y'all? Do you like it that way too? I do. I'm going to just cut it up in hunks, and when I get through cutting these potatoes up, I will turn you back on unless y'all want to watch me cut up a bunch of potatoes, which I don't think you do. I'll tell you what, though, I did do something really nice for my grandchildren for Valentine's. I made each of them. Let me just show it to you. It's hard to explain it. Let me just get it. I'll go get it, and I want to show you what I made them for Valentine's. Okay. I made them this. You may not can see it for the glare. I don't know. But what I did is I took some of my antique Valentines and I turned them. Let me move you because the glare from the window is hitting the glass and it's not working. It's not working for me. Let me do it this way. Now let me see. Let's see if this will work. Oh yes, this works. I took my Valentines and I arranged them in a long skinny thing, and on the back of them I just barely put just a little tape just so they wouldn't fall down into this thing. And we've got a frame shop here in town. He does a good job of framing. He coats the back with paper and everything. I wrote each one of them a little note on the back. But here it is. And I tried to fix it so that you could still see the words on the Valentines. And I've got, this one is, this is Williams right here. And then I've got the other children one too. Here's one of them right here that I've got for another one. This one's Bay's. And this one right here is Isabella's. I gave Kate and Banks theirs because they were here. But the other children couldn't come home for Valentine's. Well, May couldn't come home, and Isabella, she's in college. She couldn't get away. I don't think William's gonna like his too much because he's a boy. But you know what? I didn't want him to be left out. And so I just made him one too. He can give it to his little girl one day. Maybe he'll have a little girl. A cute little girl that looks like him. That would be good, wouldn't it? All right, let me finish doing this and then I'll show you what else. Y'all know how to make potato salad. But we'll be together anyway, and that's what's important, isn't it? Just being together in the kitchen. Anyway, y'all, I've got all the potatoes peeled and in my pot, and I put 5 eggs in there. And while the potatoes cook, the eggs are going to cook. And in the meantime, I've got this much celery that I've washed and cut in little long skinnies. And I looked back there in my pantry for some pimento. I like pimento in my potato salad, but I didn't have any. But I do have a red pepper, so I could cut some of that up and put in it. I'm going to put some sweet pickled relish in it. I'm going to put some mayonnaise in it. It's going to be oh so good. A while ago when I turned off my video to finish peeling the potatoes, my jaw started hurting again right here. Maybe I'm talking too much. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Well, anyway, we were talking about those Valentines. And you know, those Valentines, those old ones, their colors are magnificent. They're not like the colors that we have today. They're just so beautiful. And they're just really, really pretty. And I think that's why I like them so, is that beautiful color. Even in some of the magazines today, when you compare them with the old magazines, the colors are different. They don't look the same. I told y'all the story that time about George buying me that Valentine from the drugstore. It was the biggest one they had when I was in college. And the drugstore man couldn't sell it because it was too big, because it was too expensive. Nobody could buy it. George wanted to buy it from me, but he couldn't afford it either. So, I mean, you know, when you're in college, you ain't got any money. I mean, you living off of your mom and daddy. You hadn't got anything. You kind of like don't have any money. So anyway, George went up to that drugstore on Valentine afternoon and said, "Look, you're not going to sell that big old box of candy you got right there, that big Valentine box of candy." It must have been this big. It was big. It was a big, giant heart. He said, "So you might as well reduce the price and sell it to me, because you're going to be stuck with it." And the man did. He sold it to him for a really reduced price. So I was so excited to get it, and all the girls in the dorm were too. I shared it with everybody. I was looking through some Valentines the other day and saw one from him that it was a card. It was so cute. I save all those kind of things like that, just like my mother did. When she died, we cleaned out the house and that sort of thing. We sold the house. But she had kept every letter that I ever wrote her. And I used to, every time I sent her a letter, I would draw something cute on the envelope. Like if it was a fall letter, I might draw a pumpkin and some leaves. And I decorated the envelope, and she saved the envelope that I wrote her. I did the same thing to my daddy. He lived with us for a long time after Mother died, and then we had to put him in a nursing home. He just wasn't doing well. And so I'd write him letters and draw on his too. And it was fun. We enjoyed it. Drawing, reading, looking. I've even done that on bills before. I gotta wash this. I'll be back in a second. When you're sending out a bill or something to somebody, sometimes I write something on there. Like I'll write kind of in the corner, maybe draw a cross and put "Jesus loves you" or something like that. You never know who's gonna read it. How much y'all think I need? About a half of one? I think so. I've been saving all this stuff right here, and most of it I've been feeding to the chickens. But when it's got a lot of seeds in it like that, I've been putting it in my mulch pile. I thought, well, maybe this little part right here, some of those little seeds might grow. If spring will ever get here. If it will ever get here. Nancy, are you and Ray watching today? They live in cold weather. They're friends of mine. Are you, Nancy? Are you watching? Ray, are you watching? Well, it's cold in Alabama. Ray used to come here with Nancy, and they would go hunting in our Conecuh National Forest. We've got a forest in Alabama. We've got a lot of forests in Alabama, and they're all full of deer. But you could hunt in the Conecuh National Forest, which is here near Andalusia. It's about maybe 10 miles away, something like that, from downtown Andalusia. And people can hunt there. He'd usually go back with a deer up north. He'd have it cleaned and ready and go back with all that meat. Go back with his deer meat. Do y'all hunt deer? Do you kill deer and eat the meat? Or are you still buying meat? You buy it. Well, you got to buy your bullets. You got to have a gun. You can kill a deer with a shotgun, but most people here use rifles because shotguns kind of spreads out, and it's not really what you're supposed to hunt a deer with. You're supposed to have a rifle so you'll have a clean shot. You use the shotgun to hunt quail and stuff because they spread out. It's just a little bird shot, and it'll maybe get 2 or 3 at a time. All right, we've got our celery cut up. We've got our bell pepper cut in long skinnies, and now I can cut it this way. And we're going to put that in our potato salad, and we're going to eat it warm. I'm not even going to do this until right ready to walk out the door, and I'm going to do it real quickly and have my potato salads just out of the pot. Have it nice and warm. That is what I'm going to do. It'll be mighty good. Okay, y'all. I'll be back after a while, and we'll mix it all together and talk about some more Valentine's or something. The wind's blowing outside. The old pine trees are blowing, and it's cold as a well digger's butt out there. Have y'all ever heard that? That's what my mom would say. We'll talk to y'all later in just a little while when I cook my potatoes. Okay, our potatoes are boiling so good over here. Got our eggs in it. So what I'm going to do is take this bowl right here, and I'm going to put my fixings in it while I'm waiting, okay? And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my peppers that we cut up, and we're going to take our celery that's cut in. I tried to cut little chunks. Y'all, I like onion in my potato salad, but since I'm going to a kind of a ladies' salad supper tonight, I don't know if everybody likes the onion as much as I do, so I'm not putting it in there. Doesn't that look pretty together, though? All that red and green looks so pretty. I wish I'd have had a little pimento in the jar, but I didn't. But that's okay. So anyway, I've got this, and I'm going to put in some pickled relish, not pickle-lets, not pickle-lets, but pickled relish, and it's sweet pickle. And the reason I put it in the relish is because it's cut real little. See there? And I'm going to put a couple of spoonfuls of this in there. And I can put more if I taste it later, you know, when it seems like it's a little weak. I did salt, and I salted my potatoes as they're cooking. And I've got a good bit of potatoes, so I think I put 3 spoonfuls of this. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this up, see? And that way I'll have it ready. This bowl that I've got right here, this is depression glass. Do y'all have any of that? It's pretty, isn't it? This one that I've got right here is green I've got several different colors, but this is the green. And I've got this candy dish right here. I brought it here to show it to you. It's pink. Then I've got some candy in. But anyway, it came in pink and green and amber, blue, and clear. That's the only one colors I know. I've never had much blue, but I have had some. I had some cups one time, kind of like a little teacup looking thing, and it was blue. Most of the colors I've had have, I like the green and the pink. I think they look pretty together too. They kind of complement each other. I'm gonna let these cook just a few more minutes here. Oh, I want to tell you this too, because it's almost at the end of the month, and some of you don't see me every day because of the fake shows and stuff. But this tallow, and it's the cream that you can put on your face, and it's made out of beef tallow. And I've been using it, and I like it because it's holding moisture in my skin. There it is, like that. And you don't need much, y'all. Just barely touch it like this. You get a little bit and pat it around at some places that you've got that's real dry. Which mine are usually my cheeks, is what it is. Right in there next to my eye. And during this cold weather, I mean, you know, my skin I have dry skin. But don't use much of it. If you order 2 of these, you get this nature soap free. This one right here. And it's Nature Clean. And y'all, you know, the older soap, the one we used to get, and I still got it. I wash my hair in it, but you cannot wash your hair in this one because it's got coconut oil in it and some castor oil and some good stuff, okay? And so you can't wash your hair in it. You come out with a grease head. So he's only doing this little special this month of February. So I just wanted to remind you, since we're kind of getting to the end of it, about it. I'll put something in there for you to see, so a link or something if you need it. You probably have already gotten it, but if you hadn't. All right, I'm going to wait just a few more minutes. My potatoes aren't quite ready, and I'm going to come back. We're going to mix it all up. Take a bite. I'm going to gently take my eggs out of here. Because I did 5 eggs. Let's see where the other one is. Here it is. And I'm going to, my potatoes are done, so I'm going to go over there and pour those in a colander over there that I've got out. And I'm going to bring the eggs over there too, and I'm going to run some cold water over them so I can start peeling them. Hey, I'm kind of far away from y'all. I don't want to put my potatoes, I'm going to let the potatoes do real good in that. And I don't want them to cool off much, but I want them to cool off some before I mix them over there in my mayonnaise and stuff. Okay. Let's peel our eggs. These are fresh eggs. I just bought them at the grocery store, so they may not peel too good. You know how I've always told y'all to always have your eggs to... let me get them right here. Maybe you can see. You can see pretty good right here, though, can't you? I'll put you right there where you can see. There you go. That's good. When you're buying your eggs at the grocery store, like if it's Easter or something, and you want to have some deviled eggs, well, what you need to do is this. Buy your eggs a week or two before it's time to do them. And they'll crack and peel a lot easier. So I don't know how these are going to do. But here's the way I do it. I have me some water in my bowl. And so I do my egg like this. I just roll it around like that. And then if you could ever get under that membrane, there's a membrane there. If you could ever get under that, it's going to help you. It also helps to have a bowl of water to wet it. And that works like a little lubricant. And it helps to get the shell off of it. Okay. There must have been some old eggs because they're doing great. Just crack it a few times. And then do your little thumb around like that and work it. And then try to get under the membrane. Let's see how this one does. There's the membrane. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but see that it's like a little tiny, thinner than paper. Put it back in your water. Get you some water on it so you can have it. It's hard to peel a dry egg. Let me put it that way. It's almost impossible. This guy and his wife came the other day. They brought me something from market from Atlanta. There's a market there, and one of the people at Atlanta that own one of the, I guess you'd call them the vendor, the one that has a big old thing. He sells stuff to stores. Sent me 3 beautiful candles. Because he said he watched me. I'm trying to think of the name of his place. His thing. My camera just said, you're running low. In other words, I've put it in the water again. Look at me put my shells in there. His mama said, you ain't got bad brain sense, girl. All right, here's the membrane. I didn't get up under it, but you can see it. Right there it is. That little thin thing right there. See there? That's what you want to get under. If you ever get under that, you're home free. Okay, let me finish this. I bet I'm on. I peeled the other one with this off since I'm about run out of juice. Then I'll flip it back on when I finish. Okay, I got them peeled, and what I do is I just chip mine up real little, like that. I don't like mine big old hunks in there. So I just chip them up like this, real little. Let the yolks go in there. And the whites go in there. And that's how I do it. How do y'all do it? You got a little egg chopper, then you have to wash it. I'm into doing it the easy way. I pull my apron down here because you might not realize it, but my hair is fixed. This is just how it's going to look today. I hadn't got a cute little hairstyle. I just got it in a ponytail. And I've had on this same thing since early this morning, 4 o'clock. When I get up at 4, if I've got to cook and I'm not working in the yard, then I go ahead and put on what I'm going to wear over there to cook, to do. And also I have line dancing, and then yesterday I had church last night. So what happens is I just have to go ahead and get myself ready, because I ain't got time to change clothes 3 or 4 times. Now, if I'm going to work in the yard, I do fix my face and put me some cream on it and stuff like that, since I'm going to be outside. And I go ahead and do that, and I put on old clothes, what I'm going to work with. All right, we're going to do that up now, do our eggs up. Anyway, what I was going to tell y'all about that man and his wife coming by to bring me those candles that somebody gave to them to give to me. he loves deviled eggs. He said, I like them as a snack. He said, I'll go in there and just pop me a deviled egg in my mouth. My wife bakes them, and I just go in there and I'm tempering my bowl in case y'all want to know what I'm doing. I'm afraid to put those hot potatoes in this bowl as hot as they are. So I'm going to let it do a little at a time. He said, and I just pop that deviled egg in my mouth. And I love them. And she said, my wife told me they were getting too expensive. And I couldn't be eating a bunch of deviled eggs. And you know what? That's the truth, isn't it? When you're doing your potato salad, try to fold it more than stir it, because you're going to tear all your potatoes up in there. Just kind of, I need a longer spoon. That thing is not even getting down in there. This one's long. Get here. And just kind of fold it like that. Let me taste it and see if I got enough salt in it. I didn't even put any pepper yet. Let me do that. Let me taste a little bit of it. It needs some salt and pepper. Now let me flip it, and we'll salt and pepper it on another side. I always try to wipe my bowl off with a paper towel. You can do it in a different bowl and then put it in your pretty bowl. Probably smarter, wouldn't it? Oh, goodness. There we go. Let me taste it and see how that tastes. That's good. Okay, I'm going to get a paper towel. I'm going to kind of clean the edges of my bowl off just a little bit. Put some plastic wrap over it, and I'll be ready to go. We're going to have soup and salad tonight. And there it is. Good old potato salad, and it's warm. It's warm. One time I did a wedding for somebody, and they said they wanted potato salad, but they wanted fresh made and they wanted it warm. This is what they're talking about. In other words, at the last minute, make it right before. And this is something else I'm carrying too. I thought it'd be good with potato salad. Is this. And y'all have heard me talk about them a lot. I'm taking Hard Rock biscuits to eat with it. Something real crunchy. I'm going to leave it in there for another minute or two. I want it just a tad bit browner. And then I'll be ready to go. So, anyway, make you some more potato salad. Do you some Hard Rock biscuits. Fix your face. Wash your hair. Take a good hot shower tonight. Grease up with some of that cow tallow. And we'll be good to go. Y'all have a wonderful day. Well, we're diet now. It'll be dieting a little bit for me. And it's going to be good, y'all. Bye-bye.